Thanks, Dan. With us, I'm Bill O'Reilly, and he is at Legal Segment tonight. Another troubling VA situation. Memphis, Tennessee, more than $1 million is paid in bonus money to VA officials working there. Yet, a therapeutic aquatic pool used to rehab injuries suffered by veterans shut down for lack of funding. How could that possibly happen? Here now, attorneys and Fox News analyst Kimberly Guilfoyle and Elise Will. All right, Will. Any laws broken here? Any chicanery?
As crazy as it sounds, no laws broken, because they have these different pools in the VA for administrative stuff like bonuses, and then things like the pools. Look at here, there's the pool right there. It's still there. I talked to one of the whistleblowers today who sort of blew this all up on the VA. He said the pool is there, it's drained, there are file cabinets in there now. That can be changed.
So you say the VA has money allocated for bonuses that can't be used, Guilfoyle, for the pool?
Yeah, there is.
Couldn't they just say, we're not going to give the bonuses this year, we're going to give the funding to the pool? Would people be arrested? Would the FBI kick in the VA's door?
Right. It's pretty ridiculous, and it just goes to show you the gross mismanagement of the VA, and in particular,
seems to me Shinseki could have just taken his little pen and said, you know what? The bonuses aren't going to come this year. We got a little bit of problem with the funding. We're going to give it to the guy.
Wouldn't that have
Couldn't he do that?
Wouldn't that be a strong leadership move?
Well, I'm asking.
Yes.
Could he not have done that?
We can move the funds.
They can move the funds.
One place to another.
All right.
But you asked
so
me,
this is a scandal.
Was it illegal? And on the face of it, not illegal.
So Holder, he's not going to get involved anyway. We don't need him. This is just another example of mismanagement.
Of mismanagement. No one's going to be brought up on charges. They could and should have done something about it. They chose not to, but they did pay out $1 million in bonuses.
All right, so let's get that pool filled. Okay?
I mean, seriously.
Let's get that pool filled because, you know...
they really
but that's good rehab. Water rehab is very effective.
They said they gave 9 vouchers out for them, but guess what?
So look,
the pool holds 15
if
vets
these
at a
VA
time.
pinheads won't do it, then I will do it. All right? But we'll get the pool back up and running.
Good.
All right.
All right, now Duke University, very troubled. The lacrosse thing we all know about, the bogus charges against the lacrosse players at Duke. Now we have a kid who's a student there from Australia.
Lewis McLeod.
Went out on a date with a girl. The girl says he assaulted her sexually, was expelled, right? And that a judge ordered him to be back in the school, right? Pick it up from there.
His bottom line is, he said, look, this is bargain for consideration. I spent over $250,000 on my education. I have a job with a Wall Street firm, but I cannot accept this job and get gainful employment
unless I have
without a diploma. He was never criminally charged with this. The police investigated, declined to prosecute. Then the school, she complained, the victim in this case, the plaintiff, she complained to the school. There was essentially an administrative hearing of 3 members that decided that this was inappropriate, and under a 1-year new rule of if you engage in sexual misconduct, you can be expelled. That's
is there anything McLeod can do to get the diploma?
Yes, I think so, under a contract, breach of contract, exactly what Kimberly's saying.
So he filed a lawsuit against Duke.
It's really a breach of contract. I did everything that I was supposed to do, and you still kicked me out. But the problem for him is this 3-judge or this 3 panel.
Okay, but then it has to go through the system, and that's going to take years.
Due process is the issue.
Right, and the bottom line is an injunction was granted, so they can't deprive him of it. Now we'll go to court, which I'm sure will be considerable.
It's going to take a long time.
Long time.
I think he's going to prevail, though.
All right, in San Diego, there's a 5-year-old kid, Rylan Whittington, who was a girl who's now a boy. Roll the tape.
My name is Rylan Michael Whittington. I'm a transgender kid. I'm the happiest I ever been in my whole life. Thank you to my parents.
All right, so his parents at age 5 said, all right, Rylan, you can be a boy even though you were born a girl.
It's not just the parents. So the parents went to therapists. They talked to the kid. They've done everything I think they could do. It's always what's in the best interest of the child. The child is saying,
but it's the age of the child it's pretty young.
Yes,
you
but
know?
We're not talking about medical surgery. We're not talking about hormones, anything like that. We're talking
nevertheless, you're talking about a capacity for decision making. Some of the studies have showed that up to 80% of individuals who made a gender selection change their mind and go back and revert to the gender that they were biologically born.
So the parents haven't done anything physically, or the doctor.
Nothing.
They're just telling Rylan, hey, you can be a boy if you want to be a boy.
That's how you identify yourself.
Right. And then, I don't know.
The child was very vocal and expressive about wanting to. I understand, but the parents feel they're trying to honor the wishes of their child. They have a younger daughter.
And the idea that would even be
all right, I always put myself in his shoes.
No.
I wouldn't do it. Would you do it? I wouldn't do it.
If my child was saying, this is how I identify
At
myself,
5.
and all the experts are saying,
And you let the she be a
him
boy.
or her be.
You would you do it?
I would. At this
Okay,
point,
would you do
right
it?
now.
No, I provide counseling and make sure there was a decision they made as an adult when they were better equipped psychologically.
Okay, so 2 against 1, Will. But we know you're touchy-feely and all of that. I don't think 5-year-olds make those kinds of decisions.
It's one thing to get a
not.
haircut, cut your hair short, or wear some,
That's all they're doing
clothes.
right now. They're not
Okay,
Not
doing
really.
other
They,
than that.
they identify as a boy.
If she wants to play football, I'd let her, but
Right.
she's still a girl. All right, Krauthammer on deck. Why is the Obama administration doing so many dubious things? Charles is next.